What is going on, YouTube? So what I have here is a 2017 iPad Pro 10.5 inch second generation model, and this iPad Pro debuted in June of 2017. So looking on top of this iPad Pro, you will still find your headphone jack on the very left, and in case you didn't know already, this iPad Pro was the last one to feature that headphone jack and that classic iPad bezel design. Now next to your headphone jack is one of 4 speakers, in the middle is your microphone, then on the right is another speaker along with your power button. On the right side you will find your volume up and volume down controls, and on the opposite side it is mostly clean, but in the center you will find your smart connector, which can be used to hook up wirelessly with smart accessories like a smart keyboard. This iPad Pro was also the last iPad Pro to feature Touch ID, whereas the newer models have replaced it with Face ID. So under the home button is Apple's second generation Touch ID sensor, which is also the same sensor equipped in other Apple products like the iPhone 6 through iPhone 8 lineup, and a few MacBook models. And it is actually very snappy, so you won't have any issues trying to unlock your iPad. Now testing out Instagram, as you can see, scrolling is actually very smooth since this iPad Pro is equipped with a 120Hz refresh rate display. For apps like Instagram and Snapchat, as you can see, by default the app is size and proportions of like an iPhone's display, but luckily there is a way to make it fit your entire display. You just simply press the button on the bottom right and you just press it again to make it smaller. Also testing out Twitter, as you can see, Twitter does actually look really nice on this 10.5 inch display, as there is a lot more room for content. Now using an iPad for social media can seem weird at first, but after you get used to it, it's actually really enjoyable. So that's what I really like about having a larger display. Now testing out some YouTube, videos actually look really amazing on here. This display you're looking at is a fully laminated retina panel with a wide color gamut and anti-reflective coating. Now as I'm testing out a few videos here, as you can see, it is really a beautiful display. Probably one of the most beautiful that I have seen on any tablet. Now even though this is not an AMOLED display or an OLED as they call it, you're not seeing true blacks. So you're still getting a little bit of backlight, but even though this is not a true, OLED display, the blacks are still actually very dark. Now testing out some gaming, powering this beast is Apple's A10X chipset, which is actually the same chipset found in the 2017 iPhone X. For the most part, this iPad will still handle anything you throw at it, even 3 years later. Not to mention, there's hardly any drop of frames and very minimal to no lag at all. With the 4 speakers on each side, it really does make a difference versus only 2 speakers on one side. Now, in case you're wondering where I bought this iPad, mind you, this is only the 256GB Wi-Fi only variant, and I bought it for about $475 on Amazon as of last year. But as of today, you can find a fully loaded 512GB variant for less than $500, and you really are getting a lot of value for the money. So you really do not need to spend thousands on the newer iPad Pro models. And just to finish things off here, is this iPad still worth it? And I have to say yes, it is definitely still worth it. Because if you're somebody like me who needs an iPad for heavy multitasking, gaming, or if you're just an artist, you really do not need to dish out nearly $1,000 on the newer iPad Pro models. Because even 3 years later, this 2017 iPad Pro really does still get the job done. And I guarantee you, if you're looking into buying this iPad, that you will be happy with your purchase for anything that you're using it for. So if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave a like and a comment, because I'll be happy to reply to any comments that you might have. Thanks for watching.